Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is Nami, your host. Today we are here with another analysis on gold. I'm going to give an analysis for a long-term gold trade. As you can see, this is our daily, the zones that we had from previous analysis. I'm gonna put the video on top. You can click and check it if you didn't. So for a long term on a daily time frame, I'm going to consider between these two zones as the main supply zone, like that. I'm mostly just using support and resistance, but this time what I'm seeing in the market is this trend line and another from here. So we have a descending channel, bearish channel here. As you can see, every time when price hit this trend line, it went up. Second time went up. And now here, as I said yesterday, after this strong bearish move on gold, it's like a weak bearish, we have this bearish range. After this is going to be a correction of this move, probably price from here gonna go a bit up, retest it again, and goes for the top of the channel. So for the next days and weeks, I'm going to look at the buys only, not short anymore. So from this area, maybe price coming down more towards 1800 around here and reject it. Sorry for the background noise, it's a construction in my neighborhood. I'm trying to enhance the voice, so probably you will not hear it, but my voice is going to be a bit different. Anyway, price will come maybe to 1800 and then bounce up, which is going to be the same zone. As we see, the wick is still here, so this is going to be our zone till 1800, maybe less. So the first scenario which I'm interested in is price react to this trend line and goes to tap in the top of this descending channel. This is a long-term analysis on gold for me. It might come a bit more down if that scenario don't happen. I'm not going to take a look on the short, but as you can see on the weekly time frame, after this support here, we have some messy areas on the weekly. So any of these zones which been rejected before, it might see the price again, but it's not going to be for long, for a long time, I mean, not a long position. If the price come below this area, is going to be a very fast rejection. This is what I think, and I'm about to share it with you. So on daily, we had this descending channel, price tap the top of the channel, melt down to bottom of the channel. This is our supply zone. You see? And price is around that area. So I'm expecting to see the price will react to this area and bounce up and go there. But in not few hours, in the next days and weeks. Because as you see from this here, which price rejected, we had how many candles? We had 11 bars, 11 days minimum. So this is our long term. So in the long term, I'm just looking for buys on gold. Only buy. Let's see what's going to be happen later on today or tomorrow. We're going for 4 hour. This is that big area that I told you. I'm going to draw another one around here. So let's measure this. I'm not going to buy here around here, but if you want, you can with some volume from the news today. So the previous zone is here. Let's go to 1 hour. Okay, nice. Check the 30 minutes. I'm always telling you guys, for the analysts, come from daily to 4 hour and then a 1 hour. This 1 hour is my favorite time frame. And for an entry, I'll go to 30 minutes. For a confirmation, 15 minutes and sometimes 5 minutes. As the time frame get lower, you should have more volume to see the zones more clearly and more stronger. If there is not enough volume, 5 minutes or any low time frame is not going to be acceptable because it's going to be the weak confirmation. We don't want to risk on a weak confirmation. We only risk on a strong confirmation so we can take the profit from the market. This is our beloved money, hard work money. We don't want to lose it. I lose a lot, trust me. You don't want to be in that situation. So these areas are so messy, but the next 30 minutes is going to be here for me. I'm not going to check this area. Let's delete these previous ones. Okay, this is another one. And this is another. This is a scalping. Short range trade, not even the swing. Just short one. Like a scalp, 20 pip profit. 20 pips a day, keep the losing away, you know. So here. Let's check another 1 hour. Yeah. Okay. Price might come to these areas. If it comes to these areas, my scenario is going to be find the confirmation like this bearish candle and the next one, make it top wick, and then I'm going to short here. So for a scalping today, I'm going for short scalping. The long term, as I told a few minutes ago, I'm going to looking for buys only, but that's a long term trade, long swing for a couple of days or weeks maybe, or maybe you can have a spot on a gold. That's going to be nice without any leverage. So this 1 hour is reacted to this area. The next one for me is going to be either this or somewhere here. On both sides, if I see any confirmations out here or here, look, this is 20 pip, this is another 20, 25 pip, this is a bit bigger, 40, again, 25. So this is a big range. If we go on 4 hour again, on the 4 hour time frame, we have a strong bearish, which is close below all of these candles. That means these many candles, which have a long wick, couldn't have enough power to close around here. But another thing is, this candle closed with no wick at the bottom. I'm never gonna trade anything that closed without the wick on the bottom. So our scenario for today trade is going to be find a confirmation like this. You see here a little doji candle here, and the next one breaking it below. This is the bullish candle. The bearish one broke below, so we we can get the short here, put the stop loss on around this area. This can be good, but very tight stop loss on a gold will make you lose many times, because market is very volatile. Maybe makers going to bring the price a bit higher for themselves, and you're gonna be ripped off. So always make it a bit bigger on stop loss, so it's not going to be hit, because your analysis is going to be okay, but the execution is important. So either here or here, you can have a short. We are going to look for the similar thing today as well, either on this zone or same as here. So the scenario is either here or here or here. We're looking for something like this, a little doji or a bit bigger than this, and breaking below it and execute the short. Stop loss is going to be above the area that the resistance made. If it's here, going to be around here. If it's here, here. If it's there, here, and goes on. But always I'm looking for a clean traffic to the left. For example, the second scenario for me is the first one. I set the short from this zone, and this zone. I'm going to wait for the New York Open as well. I'm not going to trade before it. So a next long scenario is going to be, if the price coming down around here, make a little doji candle or even the big one, and after it, the next candle on the New York Open, when the volume is in the market, I'm going to long if the price broke the high of that candle. And because this is a scalp, I'm going to take full profit on 20 pip. That's it. I don't care if my stop loss is 40 pip or 50 pip or maybe even 10 pip. I'm going to exit full on 20 pip profit. That's it. I don't mess with risk reward thing. Alright guys, so that's going to be the short term. I told you the long term as well, which we have this beautiful channel, which every time it's reacted. And now I'm accepting to react the same and goes to retest this top of the channel. Alright, let's check the economy. This is a dailyfx.com, which is no longer available for residents in the United States. Many interesting things I'm hearing these days. Okay, what we have today? Nothing's with a big impact, except this guy here and this guy here. This is the unemployment claims. The people who lost their job, they applied to saying this month, I'm unemployed. So the forecast is 21, and the previous one was 204K, which is actual less than forecast is good for a market. So if less people than 210K signed that we are jobless now, is good for currency. That means the currency going to be stronger. And if the currency gets stronger, we are on a gold pair with US dollar. So if dollar gets stronger, gold price will come down. If it's come bigger than this, the US dollar is going to be weak and gold goes up. This is the short term. This is a news only, not generally. So the scenario that I said, if that number came lower than what is forecast accepted for the market, we will see the shorts that I said. Maybe makers gonna bring the price to these zones and then short. Maybe if the number comes bigger than this, we will go for a long that I said, and maybe makers gonna bring the price down, then goes up. So we're gonna wait to see around these areas, gray ones, If we see a confirmation, we go for a long or short. So the first scenario on the short one was the price comes to these areas and we get a short. This is the first scenario. So let's say like this area which is I'm interested in, my stop loss is going to be about here, maybe above this wick, maybe a bit more. And as you see, this is a long range. This is 60 pip. I'm going to exit on 20 pip only, like this. 20 pip, full exit for me. I don't know you, but for me is enough for today. And on the second scenario, if the number is going to be bigger than that, I'm going to, let's say in the same zone, I'm going for the long. Stop loss going to be below this support. And I'll take profit around here. On 20 pip, I'm going to exit full like this. But the range is like this. You can close 90% and let the rest 10% run and make it break even. So if it's come to your entry without any loss, you're gonna exit. And if it goes, you build your confidence. That's a good point. Okay, let's check if we have any more news about it. Nothing on that. Okay, let's check the BTC. As you can see, the long holders of the BTC, which are more than 5 years, or those addresses which they lost their wallets, we can't separate these two from together. It's impossible. So either they are lost or they are long-term holders. This is at the all-time high. It means that if they don't lose their wallet, they keep their bitcoins for the higher prices to take their profits. On the Bitcoin chart, daily, always crypto on daily, lot less. We can see if the price gonna help this support here, we will see these areas or maybe this area. So if the support is held here, price gonna go to 29 or 30,000. If this price is gonna be broken, we will accept price to come to 2,700 or 26,500. Okay. The next thing is this guy. This guy is a Sam Bankman-Fried. He was the CEO of the FTX founder and Alameda research lab. He had his court yesterday, which this guy lost $500,000 every day after he raised nearly $150 million from his investors for the Alameda research lab. He lost $500,000 every day after the trading firm Alameda Research launched in 2017. That's why you see the FTX collapse. You know, these guys made many people losing their money. And Alameda, if you don't know, is one of the biggest research labs on altcoins, especially Solana, Near protocol, and many others. Which the crash of this institute and research lab made the market panic. The lower lows that we had last winter, these areas. This 16,000 was made by FTX and the things that this guy were doing. He's on a court now. Okay. I'm going to share with you guys my favorite altcoin. This is Arbitrum. Arbitrum is a second layer on Ethereum. If you don't know what is it, I might make the video about. Arbitrum launched recently on the March of the 2023. As you see the price after launch, we're coming down. Like a gold, we had this trend line I'm seeing here. And also from here. These zones are just simply supply and demand zones. You can find it by looking at the higher time frames where the price were reacted, like the roof and ceiling, you know, like apartment. We have between each floors, we have some ceilings. So this is the same. This is a bottom, this is a top, this is a bottom, this is a top, like that. But you should know which one is a major, which you will find by some practicing and having a time on market. This is the simple support and resistance or supply and demand zone. In this case, this is same as a same descending channel, which we saw on the gold earlier. So the price is coming up from this supply zone. I'm seeing this trend line as well. Let me go this to the yellow. Yeah, looks nice. Let me make it thinner. Okay, so if this trend line is not going to be broken and respected like this many times, which is happens, the price is probably going to around $1 and maybe up. And after that, we will see if this long range descending trend line going to be broken. If it's broken, so the price going to be here like that. If it's broke, we are accepting to come to retest the trend line, then goes up. Always goes higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. If we see higher high and higher lows, that means we are going to uptrend. If we see lower low, then we create another lower low, again another lower low. That's a downtrend. Arbitrum and Optimism are one of the strongest second layer project. Actually, Base is now newest one. Arbitrum was had a lot of money, couple of 1 billion, I guess. There's a very big project. I'm seeing a very bright future for this on the bull market. So have a look at this, guys. This is, and by the way, if you didn't saw the XRP that I made, that was a very complete guide and analysis. You can check that video. I'll put it on the top. You can click. On the Arbitrum, I might do same thing, but because there is no enough history about it, we just need to look at it as a price action and fundamentals. Fundamentals about it is very good. If I see anything, I'm going to explain it to you guys and share it with you guys. Let me see. I didn't miss anything. Yeah, that's it. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe in the market. Don't overtrade and over-risk. We are going to trade daily, every day on gold. I'm sharing any of these scenarios happened, and if I execute on them, I'm gonna share it with you guys. If I win, I'm gonna share. If I lost, I'm gonna share. If you see my previous videos, I'm telling you what mistakes were, why I lost, why I win. So this is going to happen again today as well. So be safe, be well, and see you.